Hello, I'm back. It's Saturday. I hope this recording goes well. There's a huge party going on outside, and I think that is, in and of itself, the fire element, because that's what I want to talk about today. So, the fire element is all about summer, and it really feels like summer in San Francisco. The fire element is that like joy and fun and laughter and that like big love play feeling that we all want to have on a Saturday, right? So today I'm just gonna mention a little bit about the fire element, some of the good, fun, playful parts, a little bit of the challenges, and then like some tips to stay connected to your own fire and your own like purpose. And it's interesting because honestly I'm kind of tired today, but I have a pretty fiery personality, so we'll see how this goes. So the fire element, it's all about, the color red, your heart's desire, your purpose in this life, authenticity, showing up and like being who you really are and who you want to be. It's all about, joy and laughter and having a really good time and doing the things that you want. And it's also about like inspiration and awareness and like compassion, like how much compassion we can hold for others and also for ourselves. And so what this really speaks to is that, the heart, it's like the emperor of all the other organs. If it's not taken care of, nothing else is going to work well. So you'll see this is weaved into all of the 5 elements, and it's because, if we don't take care of what's really important to us, then we can't really show up as the best version of ourselves. So the heart is like the wizard, and that kind of wizard energy can, make everyone else feel good and know what to do. They can like transform the sadness into something beautiful, or at least pull you out of a funk. So I try to, cultivate this energy before I go to work as an acupuncturist. And it really works that I spend time with myself and that I like to communicate, because communication is, the gift and the strength of the fire element. The fire element really is connected to their intuition, or at least aware of their intuition and tries to reconnect to it. And then they like to speak about it. And so here I am. I'm kind of fiery, but fire also needs sleep, I have to say. And some of the challenges of a fire element are that they may not get enough sleep, or they could tend towards insomnia because they're out having so much fun all the time. And I was out having fun last night. And also they can just put themselves out in the world so much and really need to relax and sleep. So some of the challenges of fire element, and I keep calling myself a fire personality, but it's true, I'm really not only that. I have a lot of fire in me, but I have other things as well, as you all do. But the fire element loves love and pleasure. It always wants to have a good time. And so that might look like a challenge to others. It might seem like we're non-committal or we're a little bit flitty. We don't really want to say we want to do it until we have like a, yeah, I want to do it. If it's not a yes, it's probably a no. So it's that like, aha, I got it. And it's that impulse to take action. In fact, that's the thing. After we had the wood energy yesterday, which is the idea, then you have to have this like fire energy come after that, which is like, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to step into action. So fire, the thing about your purpose and like being authentic is that you have to connect to it. And the trick is, in the world, there's a lot of like assaults on your heart that might just be a broken heart, a relationship. Like we all have disappointments in life, and it might be the like incredibly stressful global situation out there. And these things that just like break our hearts and give us a tight chest and maybe make us like toughen up. And when we toughen up, we aren't like able to receive and let go as easily. We have to be able to like in order to be compassionate, we have to be able to like connect with the sadness and also the beauty. And so the trick here is, what I'm getting to, you may not be so surprised, is like spending time with yourself. It's sounds simple, and you've heard a million reasons why you should maybe have a meditation practice or journal, but it's really about this self-reflection time to really sit quietly and listen to your heart. And I'm sorry, our culture does not totally promote that, and that's why I'm here right now to give you some ideas on how to really, get connected to who you are and what you really want, because it's easier said than done, and it's practice to be present, and it's something I've been practicing for a long time, and I'll keep on practicing because it's a practice. So one practice also, besides meditation and journaling and just sitting with yourself and feeling that energy in your heart and like breathing into it, is that in between doing all those things is practicing gratitude. And it may be that when you have a meal, you just say how grateful you are for the meal and the farmers and your friends that you're dining with, or the nourishment you're going to get. And if you start doing that maybe just at dinner or lunch, or it's already a habit of yours, you can add things on there. Like, I'm also really grateful that I'm getting more comfortable on the camera. I'm also really grateful that the windows are keeping some of the noise out. I'm also really grateful that I've got enough fire to show up when I'm tired. So anyway, gratitude is huge. The more things we're grateful for, the more we start to see other things that we love. And maybe you're not even connected to the things you love to do, but it's from playing and doing the things we love to do that we recognize more things that inspire us and guide us to where we want to go. So one of my very favorite practices is, well, it's more of an activity than a practice because I've only done it a few times, but one of my favorite activities when I've been in my own funk is this idea that you imagine your 100-year birthday. And you're at your 100-year birthday, you're feeling good, you're having a great time. Everyone you have known and loved is there to celebrate you, and they're getting up to tell you all the things they love about you. And what might they say? And just, spend some time thinking about it, talk about it with a friend or someone you love, and it's amazing how quickly you'll realize the things you want to do that maybe you haven't yet. In fact, in all honesty, I did this 100-year birthday exercise just like a year or two ago, and I realized that as much as I love being an acupuncturist, I hoped at my birthday, when I'm 100 years old, that a few of you would say, yeah, she taught me some super practical ways to like connect with what I really love to do, and she brought 5-element theory into my kitchen, and maybe she had a course about the 5-element theory. So it was kind of interesting to realize when I did this exercise and daydreamed about my 100-year birthday, I realized there were some things I really want to do in my life that I hadn't been doing. There were other things, like that I was a really good cook and that I drew well, or so I really need to practice that. But one of my favorite exercises to connect with your true heart's desire is to just daydream about what you want to happen on your 100-year birthday. And that will help you connect with what's really important to you that maybe you weren't paying attention to. And practicing being present, some easy ways to do that are just gratitude, journaling, time for yourself, self-reflection. And I do have to say the really important thing about the heart, the like mantra of the heart energy to like regulate your irritability, your impatience, your anxiety, and your insomnia is actually to declare over and over again that you're not a victim. Because, there's so much going on in the world, and how we relate to it is what's really important. And, we always have a choice to look at something as what happened to us, or as something that's there to teach. And man, there are so many teachers that are like difficult and awkward, but just stating that you are not a victim allows you to step into what you really want to do and line up with it. I've been seeing this saying a lot on Instagram, which is where I like to hang out. It says, aligned is the new hustle. And I totally feel that here on Saturday when I'm a little bit sleepy, and the truth is I'm just really aligned with this mission of sharing more about the 5 elements with my friends or anybody who wants to hear about it. And so here I am, grateful for you. I see you joined, Clarissa. Hi, thank you. And yeah, grateful for the 5-element theory. And I'm also grateful for a couple of essential oils. chamomile and frankincense. They are like my favorite for heart stuff. If I'm having a little bit of anxiety, I'll put frankincense right on my, chest. I love chamomile tea. It does help me like calm down if I have anxiety or if I'm just like restless at night. Super simple stuff. Big task to listen to your heart's desire and bring it out in the world, but I know you can do it. It's all about awareness. If you want to find out more about the 5-element theory, I put a chart in the text. You can go to my website and download that. You can join my course that starts next Friday called the 5 Elements for true health and success. And I mentioned earlier that the fire element likes to talk, so thanks for listening to me communicate a little bit more about something that I'm really into. So thank you. Happy weekend. Tomorrow we'll talk about Earth and setting boundaries so that you can have some freedom. Thank you. Love you.